at Elysium at some point during the night. Um, Go away.
Please don't mean indicate.
At some point during the night, ever. Do you think she goes out seeking Fedya or just happens to run into him?
Probably just happens to run into him. She doesn't go out seeking him ever. She just kind of finds him when she needs him.
Yeah. Um, Ever's wandering around the party, kind of taking a break from all the action that's been happening. And you see from the side, you catch a glimpse of Fyodor sitting on a bench in front of a painting and just kind of staring at it.
What's the painting? You should have known I was going to ask that as soon as.
You're right. You're right about that. Oh no, actually,
Let
because
me rephrase.
there aren't painting wings open at this party, so it's probably a sculpture.
Okay.
There's one sculpture, and I don't know who it's of, but there's this like very beautiful sculpture in the hallway leading down to the Greek and Roman exhibit of like, I think it might be of Theseus, that like the whole like bottom, because like Greek statues are usually naked,
Yeah.
but the whole bottom is like completely chiseled off because like during the like, oh fuck, whenever the iconoclasm happened between like the Catholics and the Protestants, which I think might have
Yeah.
been like during the Reformation, the all of the like statues with penises were destroyed,
Which is
which is just very interesting,
super dumb.
super stupid and interesting. Um, and so yeah, so you see him sitting on a bench, kind of staring absently in at the sculpture and just.
I will just kind of walk up behind him. Think it's a shame they ruined these pieces.
Yes, it is.
I mean, not to say that the penis is a make or break thing, but kind of unattractive to look at the chiseled chunk just gone.
Yes, erasing history is always a mistake.
Not enjoying the party?
Not really my scene.
That makes two of us.
Care to join me? He motions to the bench.
Just sit down beside him.
You look very nice.
Thank you. I did put in minimal effort into picking out the dress.
It paid off.
Actually, I just made Will come with me and tell me if I looked pretty or not before I paid for it.
Well, seems like that paid off.
Hmm.
Have you met anyone? Or trying to keep to yourself at this thing?
The only reason I'm here is because I was told I had to be. So I'm mostly trying to keep to myself. I did have a lot of fun with Ingrid earlier. I don't suppose you noticed the monstrosity in the entryway.
It's very hard to not notice.
Yes, we are the reason that the power was cut.
Mm.
Now we just need to get him to stop gyrating like an idiot, and it will be perfect.
Well, if you figure that out, I will be very grateful.
Hmm. I think the only people that won't be are the Tremiers who think it's interesting for some reason.
I think it's just because they think other people will think they're smart if they think it's interesting.
That
But
actually makes
maybe I
sense.
just don't understand art these days. Who knows?
No. I understand art quite well. That isn't art. That's disgusting at best.
How's your friend doing?
Romero?
Yes.
You mean better? He's still coming to terms with things. I saw him a few days ago and we talked. I'll probably be moving back into the apartment tomorrow.
That sounds good.
Yes, he's still got a lot to work through, and I think it's helpful that even if he doesn't remember anything about me, at least I remember things about him. And I think it's helpful to have someone that knows literally anything about him.
I'm sure that's very grounding for him.
Yes, he said he's ready to get back to normal, but I just hope he knows that that's not going to be an easy task.
And probably will be impossible.
Still trying to figure out doors. The first time it was kind of funny, but now it's just a little sad.
Do you think that the pack will come back for him again?
I will not be surprised if they do. And hopefully they will not be surprised when I cut off all of their heads in one fell swoop, if when they do.
You're very confident in your abilities, Ever.
Not confident. Call it overprotective of the people I care for.
Well, your spirit is respectable, but can you take the whole pack on your own?
Why do you think I'm come back to... Why do you think I've stayed? I have allies now.
And you think they're ready to face the pack?
I don't think anything could prepare them to face the pack, but the longer I stay here, the more they are in danger, and leaving just isn't an option anymore.
That's true. They could use Romero against you.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did.
And you're okay with that?
Would you be?
Of course not.
I think at some point I will have to talk with my coterie and tell them that when the shit goes down, I need them to make the hard decisions for me because I will not be able to.
And what hard decision do you anticipate them needing to make?
Whether that is that my life must end or Romero's must be sacrificed, somebody is going to die before the end of this.
Well, I agree with you there.
I just hope it's me instead of him.
I hope it's the pack.
Well, you may take heart in knowing that I'm not going down without a fight.
I do take heart in that.
You're always welcome to come down fighting with me.
I will be fighting them as well. I'm not quite as dexterous as you, so my fighting looks a bit different. But I am also fighting them.
That is why you constantly send me out into the field. I'm well aware. May I ask a favor of you? We spoke once and you said you had met somebody who helped you not accept what you had done, but come to accept that you could be forgiven.
That's true.
Could you introduce him to me? The fact is you may not be comfortable with that, but I think I need that same kind of support.
It's not actually a matter of my comfort. He's not. I can't introduce you to him. I can't see him, so I can't introduce you.
What happened?
Well, it's a matter of what I don't want to happen, which is what happened to Romero.
That is fair.
I'm sure there are other priests that are helpful in the city.
I will endeavor to find them.
If you find a good one, I'll take your recommendation too.
I'll have to look hard then. Whether or not their souls can be saved doesn't matter. I think both of us need the reassurance that they could be.
I think that they can.
No, I think I am destined to go to hell, but I'm not going alone, and that is something that brings me joy.
You're not dead yet. You still have time to atone.
Even before you were around, I killed many people, and a good number of them I killed of my own volition. I don't think I can ever take that blood off of my hands.
I used to think that way as well, so I understand. I wish I could give you more comfort.
I wish I could take more comfort.
It's very weird to associate with you.
You don't think it's weird for me too?
I'm sure it is weird for you.
Some very confusing memories that only came back to me back in December, you know.
I'm sure. I took a lot of memories from you.
Those confused me the most, I think. You talked to me during those times like an ally or a friend, and then you would turn around and talk to me like a toy again.
That's true. Perhaps we could be allies now. It seems we struggle with similar things.
And it seems that we are both actually on the same side by choice this time.
Indeed. I assume you want the right to kill Magnus yourself.
Oh, I'm not asking.
Just checking.
Oh, I will take his head and it will be mine, regardless of what anyone thinks.
I think you deserve that. He did a lot to you. Maybe not as much as me, but a lot.
I don't know. You may have done more, but somehow being related to me by blood makes everything he did that much worse.
I understand that. Family is complicated.
You had a brother, didn't you? Were you close with him?
I was very close with him.
That was very loud.
Hey, guys! Barney, cut it out.
What are they doing?
He was just slapping her butt and she didn't like it.
He's a bully. I was close with my elder brother. My eldest, not my elder, I should say.
Did you kill him?
No, and I don't know if I'm glad of that or sorry. Because he was there to see me when I killed my parents.
But he survived into adulthood.
He was married, he had kids.
That's nice.
I just wish that the last time I hadn't seen him, that I'd seen him hadn't been when I was covered in our family's blood.
I'm sure he wishes that too.
Perhaps this week I will look into my sisters. I never did actually find out what happened to them after I left.
Maybe you have some surviving family left.
Oh no, that I very much doubt. I know that Vespasiano was seen to that, but
I'm sorry.
no, it's okay. I think I preferred it that way.
I understand that.
Anyways, I will let you continue staring at poor castrated man.
Thank you. It is a favorite pastime of mine.
Staring at eunuchs.
Mm.
You have some interesting hobbies.
Yes, well, could be worse.
Oh, it certainly could be worse. There are some weird hobbies out there.
I'm sorry about the priest.
It is okay, I understand.
And I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot of each other.
Yes, especially since I still don't have your phone number, but I know where you live, which I think is much more fun than knowing your phone number.
Well, next time you show up unannounced at my apartment, I'm going to put my phone number in your phone.
I can't promise I'll use it.
That's fair. Enjoy the party.
I think a better phrase would be tolerate the party.
Tolerate the party then.
She'll get up and walk away.